guys, Jeff the Nature Guy here at ZooMontana. It is nice and cool outside, so we came indoors, but I wanted to introduce you to our newest zookeeper, Angela. Welcome to ZooMontana. Are you happy to be here?
Yes.
Fantastic. So tell everybody what you do here. What's your role?
I take care of the animals that are on the education wall, which is back here, and on the Discovery Center. I also care for the beavers as well.
Fantastic. And that's an important job. You know, this education wall, I can't emphasize enough how important this wall is, because they're education animals. They're the ones that are going out, going to school. They do the traveling, so you really have to interact with these animals. That must be a fun part. I mean, you get to do a lot of handling in this role. That's pretty cool, right?
For sure, yeah.
Fantastic. So tell me about your background. Where did you come from? How did you get involved in zookeepers? You know, because a lot of them out there, they love zookeepers. They want to be a zookeeper. How did you attain that job? How did you get it?
It was actually a strike of luck. I've been a vet tech for the last 8 years, so I was dealing with a lot of emergency cases. But I moved back to Montana after leaving 6 years ago, and there was an ad on Facebook, and I was like, I've got to do this.
Awesome.
Never can tell if you don't try. So.
Awesome, and that's so true. You don't know unless you try, and that's so important to remember that, guys. And the other cool thing is, you said you're a vet tech, so you've got experience working with a lot of animals in emergency situations, which is so important to us here, because obviously sometimes you never want emergencies, but they happen. And so it's great to have somebody that's got the mindset that can help do that. And you also are pretty good at looking at poop. Is that true? Right? I've heard that you're pretty good at that. Yeah. And that sounds gross, but that's really important, because you can tell if an animal's sick by looking at their poo, right? And you know how to look and find that stuff.
Bacteria, protozoan parasites, other parasites.
That's so cool. I love it. Now, one question I always like to ask during these interviews is, what's your favorite animal? Because we've got so many people out there, kids that love all the different animals out there. What's your favorite?
I love primates.
You love primates? Okay. What? Anything in particular? Any kind of primate?
I actually studied the bonobos when I was in college, so those are definitely
they are spectacular. Yeah, and if you don't know what a bonobo is, it's almost like a chimpanzee. They're a little bit different than chimp, but unbelievably smart and closely related to humans, which is pretty amazing. And then a lot of their characteristics. Yeah, so if you spend some time with them, they're a little eerie because they're so human-like. It's kind of neat. Well, that's great. I did not know that. I learned something today, and I always love learning something like that. Well, we're excited to have you here at the zoo. Hopefully you're here for a long time. We understand sometimes, you work at ZooMontana, you move to a bigger zoo. Hopefully that doesn't happen with you, but it's great for you to be here, and I know everybody in Billings is going to love to meet you and love to see you. So all of you, please come on out to the zoo, meet Angela, meet all the other keepers. We've got one of them hiding behind us back here. You've met her. That's Kim. There she is. So please come on out and see the great work that these guys do. Of course, they're the ones in charge of making sure the animals are healthy, and they do a spectacular job at it. So guys, until next time, I am Jeff the Nature Guy here at the zoo, and until next time, we'll see you at the zoo.